Hi, I'm Adam with Adam and Sandra Travel. Sandra's not here. This is a solo travel, and it's also my first video, so please be a little bit kind to us. Sandra doesn't do a lot of the long bike travel. She can't do more than 3 hours. But today I am heading up to Oak Island, Nova Scotia. Been a fan of it for a long time. My teacher actually in high school got me the same Reader's Digest that they were a part of and read it, and so the association with it's really freaking cool. But this is the end of my first day. I left from Pasadena, Maryland this morning at 7 o'clock, and at 2 o'clock I got all the way up here to Cromwell, Connecticut. Very hot day, you know, this is the 4th of July weekend. The spot where I'm going to be at for tonight, it's not too far off the beaten path, so you're going to hear vehicles go back and forth the whole time. But anyway, you know, I mean, we want you to go ahead and like and share, you know, and let us know if we're doing anything, you know, wrong on this one. And, you know, like I said, just be kind to us, okay? But I'm going to sign off here again, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. And, you know, we'll see how the day goes from there and let you know on what we're going to do for the next day. Bye. Okay, welcome back. Well, this is the morning of day 2. So we're going to get ready to head on out. Hopefully we'll get to Maine by the end of the day. Get you some videos along the way, but stick around. You'll enjoy the show. Bye. Okay, so it's the end of day 2. I made it up here to Maine from Connecticut. Went all the way through New Hampshire and Massachusetts, one shot. Got up here about 2 o'clock. Left Connecticut about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. Had up here. Heck of a ride. Really hot. Stopped a few times, cool off, you know, wet myself down before I got back on the bike and headed on out. So, you know, this is the campground I'm going to be at for tonight. It's on some lake, you know, so I'm going to get ready to go check it out, maybe do a little bit of swimming or something. My God, the bugs around here are outrageous. But yeah, take a look at Lucy. You know, she's even got a little dirty, you know, a little bit of dirt roads that we came down here. Even Hippie's got a little sunburn there. But tomorrow, the big plan, you know, is we're going to get up in the morning. We're going to go, I keep saying we, it's just me today. But, you know, I mean, I'm trying to get into a habit because most of the time Sandra's going to be with me. But me, tomorrow when I get up in the morning time, I'm heading to St. John's, crossing over into Canada. And then we catch a ferry. Yeah, I can't wait for that. The ferry's going to take us all the way over to Nova Scotia, where we'll end our day 3. And then I'll get back on a video again, do another one for you guys, let you know how the end of day 3 went. And then the next day we get to go to Oak Island itself and do the tour. I can't wait for that. As like I said before, you know, I've been a big fan of it for a while, so being able to make this trip and come up here and see Oak Island with my own eyes is something that I always want to do. But we'll go ahead and go down to the lake and see how everything looks down there, and you know, maybe catch a good sunrise, a good sunset. But other than that, I'll see you tomorrow.
providing snacks and beverages. For the comfort of our passengers, we expect footwear be removed before putting your feet on the furniture. Should you have any questions or
Okay, so this is the end of day 3. Made it up to Nova Scotia. It was a hell of a day. This was supposed to be the shortest day out of the 3 trips. Didn't work out that way. Little tip for anybody who plans on coming to Nova Scotia. If you plan on driving all the way around, you know, the mainland coming to Nova Scotia, that's fine. But if you plan on taking the ferry from St. John's up here to, I think it's Rigsby, okay, well, Nova Scotia, all right, it's the only, there's 2 of them. One goes from Maine to Nova Scotia, and then to St. John's to Nova Scotia. Make sure that you are looking at the right time. Unfortunately, when I got there today at 9:30, I thought that the ferry left at 11 o'clock, and it did on the Nova Scotia side. On St. John's side, it didn't leave until 2 o'clock. So I had a few hours to kill. You know, made the best out of it. You know, ended up going to the movies, you know, catching Supergirl. And then, you know, getting back on the bike and catching the ferry and coming across the ferry. As you can see, you know, in these next videos that you guys are going to be watching while I'm talking, this was a really nice ride. You know, it was about 2.5 hours. It was a lot of, you know, different compartments. You know, there was movie theater sections. There was, you know, sections where you can just eat. There were some people playing, you know, violin, having a good time. But yeah, if you plan on coming to Nova Scotia, just keep that in mind to make sure that you're looking at the right time from the right destination. Other than that, tomorrow is the big day for me. I mean, I've wanted to go to Nova Scotia. I've wanted to come up here for about 10 years, you know, plus. I've been watching O'Gallon, like I said, for about 15 years. So, I mean, there's a plus in that 10. Excuse me for a minute. So to be able to come up here and to be able to see it with my own eyes, you know, and be a part of it, something that I want to do, and I'm glad that I got the chance to do it. So we get up there tomorrow at 9 o'clock. They do a 2-hour tour around the island, and then after that, I don't know, I might ride up to Halifax, go to the Harley Davidson, may come back here and just chill out and relax. But either way, also want to remind you guys, okay, that again, this is my first video. They're only going to get better. After this one, the next ones, you know, definitely have Sandra into it, you know, but the editing will get better and better and better and better. All right. So what I want to do is the first 500 subscribers that we get to Adam and Sandra Travel, I'm going to shave the beard. It's gone. I'm taking it all off, cutting it all off. The heat this year and the frizziness of it, you know, I mean, it's definitely gotten me to, so it's about time for it to go, but I'm not going to do it until I hit 500 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button, and yeah, I guess that's all for now.
Behind me is the cave-in. This was discovered in 18...
right, so as you can see behind me, you know, that's the road that leads over here to Oak Island. Just got finished doing the tour. Had a great time. The tour was absolutely fantastic. Charles Bunkhouse and Carmen Lake both did the tour. Took us all around the Bunny Pit, took us around, you know, down to Smith's Cove. And, you know, if you're a fan of the show like I have been, you know, to be able to come here and get eyes on everything and see all the artifacts that they've found, you know, and hear the stories that you just didn't see on the TV show itself. I've been wanting to come here for 15 plus years, so to be able to come here, it meant a lot. You know what I mean? It was really worth the trip. It was really worth the 4 days of driving a motorcycle to get on up here. But, you know, now, you know, that the Oak Island tour is done and over with, and get ready to head on back tomorrow, you know, head on home. But this has definitely been worth every second of it. It has definitely been one of my favorite trips that I've taken into Canada. But all things must come to an end, and that's how we do it.